Thriving in 3 minutes.
I'm going to teach you how to thrive with toxins in the lower face in 3 minutes.
Can't wait to see it.
So here I'm using 4 units of botulinum toxin in the mentalis. Anytime I treat the lower face, I always do 4 units into the mentalis, 4 units into each DAO, in addition to the platysma, where I usually deposit between 40 to 48 units
Do you always
of
do?
botulinum toxin.
Do you always do all 3 areas?
I
of
do
it?
all 3 areas if I'm ever treating the lower face. And that's because Ada Trinidad and Jean Carruthers published a great paper talking about the underuse of toxin in the lower face to really help lift the lower face by treating the neck. And all of these muscles are interdigitating, so it does give you a more cohesive result.
Okay, 48 units you use complete for the whole lower face?
Yes. Now, I always treat a little bit along the anterior border of that platysma, usually about 4 injection points, 2 units into each injection point.
And are you in the muscle?
I am in the muscle, so I have them engage, and then I grab that belly of the muscle.
And what are you worried about?
Anteriorly, I am worried about putting too much product to the point where they're going to say that there's diffusion and they can't swallow as much.
But that doesn't really happen with these low doses. It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but there are some people that are a bit more sensitive, especially when you start dancing with 50 units or more in the platysma alone.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and then can you talk about Ada's real quickly? You know, Ada's got that paper that goes along the jawline, the platysma, and the chin. Do you use her technique?
yeah, so with Ada's paper, she delivered 4 units, 4 units, and 4 units immediately below the mandible. Then she also did a line above the mandible, very superficially, 4 injection points, intradermal, so that you don't have any spread into the rosarius. Of 2 units in each injection point, and I do that if somebody has either radial cheek lines like they reported in their study, or when somebody has a heavier lower face that I'm trying to resuspend up.
And it's about 18 units all across there, 4 above, 4 below the mandible, in strategic locations, being careful not to go too medial to get to the DLI, right?
Correct.
And then what kind of result do you get when you treat that? What happens to the neck?
I find that you have greater jawline definition, and you may not need as much filler into the jawline when you do it this way.
How long do you think this lasts?
About no more than 3 to 4 months if you're using onabotulinum toxin.
Do you remember the time we went to that restaurant? I was talking to you. I said, "Boy, what do you look so different. What'd you do? What'd you do?" And then finally, you caved in. You told me.
So I haven't done it in like 9 months because I'm pregnant. So
I know. Look how good you look too.
Are you trying to say that my lower face is out of you?
No.
It could be. Anyway, so now you know how to thrive in 3 minutes
With
using toxin in the lower face.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, and please hit that like button.
And make sure to click on subscribe so that you can stay most up to date on all things thriving.
Like me?
You need to subscribe.